discussion online regarding the views of people on the local products and the foreign products. For example, the veggies, then fruits, fish. We tend to conduct various methods and processes to consume the products of outside the place, outside our local ecosystem. But there are some local, like foreign products as well as local products. So we tend to see the foreign products much more like exotic and much more precious and special. But the local products, like let me show, these are some of the local products which are available here, like the local chilies, or this is the bay leaf, then amlokhi or amla is also a local product of this place, of this ecosystem. And then the terminalia cebula. And there are a lot of other local products also, like I have a small home garden where a lot of local plant species I have grown. Like this is the Modupholong tenga, then tulsi is there, the sacred basil, then this is the guava plant. So these are some of the local species, plant species, which are there in my home garden and we consume. But as compared to these local products, the view of people is as such that the foreign goods, the foreign products are regarded as more special. Somewhere the thinking is there that something which comes from outside the place would be more good, that would be more tastier also first of all. And I want to speak on that concept only, that why to consume the local products, local plant product, animal product. So the concept is like this, so sunny actually. The concept is that the place where we live, this is our local ecosystem, and we are also one of the living organism, just like the plants and animals. We human beings are also a organism which has born and grown in this particular ecosystem, this particular local ecosystem. So we would be more strong, more adapted in this ecosystem if we consume the local plants and animal products. If there are fruits such as the guava, that is a local product is there, and there's a outside the ecosystem, there could be apples which do not grow like naturally, it does not grow in Assam and this ecosystem. And there are dragon fruits also which do not grow locally in our place. If we go for consuming that product, then what will happen? Then of course the taste would be different, so the color is also different, flavor, everything is different. It would be good for us to taste, but in the long run, that product, that fruit might not help me grow and adapt to my ecosystem. Me as a living organism, as a human being, as an animal, would not be able to adapt that much if I consume the goods from outside the place as much as I consume the local fruits and vegetables. The local fruits, veggies, then In our Assamese culture, actually, there are a lot of veggies, hak we call, leafy veggies, leafy uh, uh, plant product, leaves. So culturally, there's a notion that we should consume a lot of hak. Then there's a lot of tangy fruits, tenga. So those are also regarded, and the fish also, local fish particularly. So the local products make us more adapted to our ecosystem. I won't be facing a lot of diseases and health ailments if I consume the local products. That is scientifically as well as culturally. So in our today's actually market and in our focus also, the foreign food industry, of course, the food industry has grown, and so many varieties of dishes and uh, veggies, fruits, fishes, meat, milk product, seeds also, soya bean seeds such as. So that has actually flooded our market. And we as human beings and modern human beings, educated one also, we see those products, we tend to see those products to be more valuable, more significant, and we, even if the cost is more, we will go for consuming those food products, both processed one and the unprocessed one. We try to focus our uh, concentration towards those food. But even if it seems very attractive, it smells also different from the other general food. But then our health would not be growing as much as the local product. So this is a knowledge actually for human beings to grow and sustainably, grow sustainably, grow healthier, disease-free life. So local, like fruits, and let me show one local flower plant. This is the night jasmine flower. We call it hemali. These are the flowers. So this is a medicinal plant, as well as we can consume these as veggies also, like the cuisine bora we prepare out of these flowers, and the leaves also could be prepared into bora. We can make cuisine in our lunch or dinner also. So both the flowers, small buds are there. These are the small buds. So both the flowers and the leaves could be consumed, and it is so good for our health. It's a medicine also. It is regarded as a medicine. Hewali full. This is, in English, this is known as night jasmine. There must be a scientific name also, which right now I do not remember. So this is one such plant. And then I have grown turmeric also. Turmeric leaves are there, and these leaves I add into some cuisines, and my mother also tend to add it in the dali, that is a dal. So turmeric, as we know, it is renowned by now that turmeric is a medicinal plant, and all over the world it has become so popular that the patent of turmeric, also there was a case that who would be getting the patent, and one Indian scientist, he had struggled a lot to get that patent on Indian, like the patent should come to the country and culture of this country. So we are actually surrounded by lots of those health beneficial local products, but we tend to go for the foreign ones, the exotic ones. Similar case is also true for the fish consumers, because the Southeast Asian countries, and Northeast India is having the fish consumption as similar. Lots of fish variety which grow in Southeast Asia um, are like brought here sometime in order to have those species. For example, I had done actually one project during my master degree on fish food. So there also one foreign species, that is a bighead species. I had done my experiment, my practical, and that is actually giving competition to the local fishes it would give, because it has got its morphological parameters much more like it is much more adapted to the ecosystem. But that fish species is not that of India or Assam or the Northeast India. So if that fish is brought to our ecosystem, then it would give such a competition to the local fish variety, that the local fish variety at one time might get wiped out from this ecosystem. So that point is also there, that if we tend to grow crops and fishes from outside the country and tend to bring them here, so both the ecosystem sustainability should be kept in our mind. We should not just go for our easier money making process and our taste buds. We should not do that. We should think about the ecosystem sustainability, survivability also. So local, what do you think that local crops, foods are there? Actually, it is not visible. If somebody has commented also, I do not know. So in the media and research also, this point should be there, that the essence of local plant products, local animal products should be encouraged as compared to the most like exotic one. Exotic flowers are also there, like the Northeast India is having a lot of orchids, flower plants, and people tend to take those flower plants to outside the ecosystem and tend to grow them, but they would not naturally grow in those ecosystem. Those orchids would have to, the orchid flower would have to be kept in greenhouse, only then the flowers would grow. So there are a lot of other flowers like I have seen in the state of Meghalaya, because the temperature and the moisture content of that place is different from that of the rest of the northeast also. So if I try to bring those flowers in my ecosystem, then it might not grow so well. This is a rose plant. So rose is found in various parts of the world, and it flourishes well. Rose is not like that, rose plant. But the orchid plants, I do not have an orchid plant right now. Earlier we used to have. So the orchid plant is not able to adapt to various difference in environmental condition. But then people like to take those orchid plants to other ecosystem and tend to grow them, but they do not thrive well. Like this is a Catharanthus roseans. It would grow very well in other parts of northeast, but orchid plant is one such plant which would not grow. Let me show some more local products that I have converted them into pickle. Here is one, this is known as Bhut Jolokia or the Naga chilies. This is the world's hottest chili, this red. It is really very hot. This is a local product. I have made into pickle with I think amlokhi is there, and this one consists of radish, mula. So I have added both the naga chili and radish and some oils and spices. And this is my mother's preparation with olive, zolpai we call. And here also I have added one bhujologia. It has gone inside somewhere inside the oil and spices. It is not visible from outside. So these are some of the local products. That this is dried amlokhi, amla, that my father had dried up and he has gifted me. This is the amlokhi, sorry, Helica flakes. Flakes of Terminalia chebula. Let me show. I have prepared it. I have grinded them well, then prepared them, dried them, and this has become Helica flakes, just like corn flakes. I have prepared Helica flakes. And over here you can see these are the bay leaves. This is also good during various ailments. And this is also amlokhi. This is Helica. Then chilies, some local chilies. So I prefer consuming local products. What is your view? How do you regard the local products as? Thank you for joining me in this session. Bye bye.